Hello there, my name is Jason Scott and I'm from SEO Facelift. This is the first part of a series of videos we're going to do about meta tags and how they relate to SEO for your website. The first one we're going to do is the title tag. So what is the title tag? The title tag is the first tag that is in your head tags, which the head tags are above the body tags of your website if you know HTML at all. If not, right click on a web page and then you'll look and scroll all the way to the top. You'll see it says head, and then you can look down there and then there's a closing head tag. The title tag is one of the first ones you should see there. Now, what is the title tag? The title tag is, if you look down at the picture here, it is the blue text within the Google search thing. So what you put in your title tag actually comes across and in your search results on Google, Bing, Yahoo, and all the rest. So, according to Moz, how long should you have your title tag? According to Moz.com, I'm just going to paraphrase this. They say between 50 and 60 characters. Keep it under 60 characters because you can expect 90% of your titles to not be displayed properly, or to be displayed properly. So 10% will not. And it's generally Google displays the titles max at about 600 pixels. So why does all this matter? Because of search results. You get to decide what is displayed, and the title tag is your attention grabbing headline for your search result. So if you're second, third, fifth on Google, this is your attempt to draw attention to your page on the results. It is also the words that are up in the tabs of your browsers. So when you look at the top, each tab that you have open has different words. It usually has a little favicon, a little image, then it has some words. Your title tag is the words that are in there. You also need it for social networks. Social networks, if you don't use the Open Graph or the Twitter cards, social networks use your title tag as the headline when your page is shared. So how do we do all this? So the length of title, which I mentioned before, is Google says 600 pixels. Okay, so that's less than 60 characters that you should have. It's more than 50, but less than 60. So I want to do a real quick overall of what's an M and what's a pixel. So a pixel is the single dot that is on your screen. So if a title tag is a width of 600 pixels, so it's 600 dots all the way across. Now an M is something a little different. M is set to the widest letter that is in your that's in the English language. So in this, for us on the QWERTY keyboard, it is a W. So if you look at the example I have at the bottom, between the two arrows, that is 600 pixels. And each of those two lines underneath are the exact same number of characters. But you see, I use a lot of W's in the top one to explain that you need to pay attention to this. If you are Washington Waterworks, Walla Walla, Washington, you need to truncate some of this so that you know that your entire tag will be displayed. So what do you need to do with a title tag? What is a proper structure? Well, a lot of people say a proper structure should be you put your keyword first and then everything else afterwards. So like, especially for if you're an e-commerce store, that's kind of what the product or the description is, or the example is below. You put your product name, product category, brand name. So let's say it'd be like Volt Chevrolet, or Volt Chevy Cars Chevrolet. So that would be your product name is the Chevy Volt, your product category, which would be cars or sedans, I guess, and then your brand would be Chevrolet. So do not overdo the keywords in this though. Leave them at the front. So if we're going to use that same Chevy Volt thing, it'd be Chevrolet Volt, Chevrolet Cars, Chevy as a brand. You have, if you're trying to go for the keyword Chevy, you're going to see that too many times in there, so you're going to get penalized for this. And a lot of times what Google will do is they'll just go ahead and change it. They'll find something else in your text and that'll now be your title tag. everyone should be unique, especially if you're an e-commerce store. Every page needs to have a different title tag. So it should be the product, category, who you are. That's the simplest way of putting it. So what if it's not working? I mentioned a little bit before. Google will change it. I believe Bing will too. If you keyword stuff your title tag. So if it's not working, make sure it's not keyword stuffed. The other one is if your title doesn't match the query. So if all of your information on your page is about one topic, but your title is about something different. So if your title tag is about the Chevy Volt, but your entire post or your page is about Chevy trucks, they're going to find something in there for Chevy trucks and use that as your title tag. You may have an alternate title. If you're using WordPress or a similar similar content management system, sometimes when you use the SEO plugin, or if you're using Yoast, and then there's a couple other ones, but if you're using multiple of those, every single one of those has the option of putting in a title tag. So if you're using more than one SEO plugin, then you may have different title tags with each plugin, so it'll pick one of them. It doesn't know which one is supposed to be the right one, so it just chooses. Or you may have a DMOZ listing that is old. DMOZ is an old directory that is very important for getting it's an easy backlink for your page. It's very good for ranking your page SEO wise. If you have an old one and it's maybe pulling the title tag from that listing, so you need to go back and change all of that. And I have another video on adding different citations, and one of them would be the DMOZ listing. So that, in a nutshell, is the title tag. So if you have any questions about this, please put them in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll have more videos about SEO and how they relate to the title tags, the meta tags. If you are looking for a consultant, or if you're looking for, go to my website, SEO Facelift, and then go down and schedule a time on my calendar, and we can talk one-on-one about how to get your business to rank better. All right, thank you. Once again, my name is Jason Scott, and let's talk again.